Whatever you have to do. However long it takes. Promise me you'll find your way home. Furiosa. Give me this promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
I'm Furiosa!
The darkest of angels. Do you have it in you to make it epic?
Furiosa! Furiosa's back. Do you remember Furiosa? Remember this? Remember what it was?
Yeah, I mean, I remember Mad Max. I remember the whatever that last one was. When did that come out? Like 2017 or something crazy like that?
Yeah, and now that I think about it, it was called Fury Road. So this was called Furiosa, Fury Road. There's kind of a name convention there going on.
That's what it was.
But all the Mad Max movies were directed by George Miller. And he's known for two franchises, Mad Max, and can you guess the other one?
Dude, I wouldn't even begin to know which other one.
Nor would you. Babe the Pig.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like we had this conversation. Babe the Pig.
It's a weird thing. Babe the Pig. It's like the other thing that he does.
Is it like the way comedians can be hysterically funny yet emotionally traumatizing when they play those kinds of roles?
Maybe, or maybe it's a prequel of some form. Maybe something Babe does ends up causing the apocalypse.
Hey, we almost died of... No, it was bird flu, not the pig flu.
Oh, swine flu. Swine flu.
Swine flu. There we go. Oh, right. Dude.
Swine flu was a thing.
What if somehow... I feel like we have to watch the Babe movies and there's just like this thing. Why does the owner get so mad at the pig? Why is he mad at the pig? What's going on with the pig?
That'll do, pig. Owner...
Pigs and spiders.
The farmer Crockett or Hockett. It's been a while since I thought about it. I also played Zephram Cochrane. This was James Cromwell, the actor. Zephram Cochrane in Star Trek: First Contact, like the same year. So he was the guy who broke the light barrier in Star Trek in the past or their past. And he was
He's done a bunch of things.
He also played like a Nazi in American Horror Story. Oh, and he also was in Racer, and he's around. But I don't know. I think my favorite Mad Max movie was the second one. It was dang it, what was it called? Because the first one was called Mad Max. Now. The second was called The Road Warrior. The Road Warrior.
I don't know if I ever saw that one.
That was my favorite. What? I bet you've seen Road Warrior and haven't actually seen the original Mad Max, because the original Mad Max was an indie movie. And it almost wasn't post-apocalyptic. It was just kind of like a weird chase movie. He was a cop. And talking about Mel Gibson, Max character, Max Rodzikowski or whatever his name was. He was a cop in the first one and just kind of like a regular cop. And
so I did see the second one.
Yeah.
That's the one I saw.
So if you saw the one where they're in the desert and they're almost in like Waterworld, but in the desert, that's traditional Mad Max. And then the last Mel Gibson one was called Beyond Thunderdome, and that's where Tina Turner played the post-apocalyptic ruler with Master Blaster, and that was a weird one.
Thunderdome.
And the children, I don't know. And then, of course, Mad Max Fury Road, long gestating sequel starring Tom Hardy as Max and Charlize Theron. That was the movie where they had him super. There was an era where Tom Hardy was in two movies where he was super dubbed and wearing a mask. This is the other one, because from what I remember, the only things that he said in this movie in Fury Road was,
"Hey, I need a ride. We gotta go. Let's go. Hey, come on, let's go."
Oh yeah,
it was super dubbed the way he talked.
I found that so odd.
Hey, we gotta go, guys. Let's go, guys.
This is a long time ago.
We gotta go.
That was a lot of fun. And the other thing,
I was adopted by it.
Yeah. What did he say? I always do the Bane
he was like, "You merely adopted the darkness. I was born.
The problem is with Bane, I always turn into Parody Bane, and Parody Bane is
I do too.
He's like, what did you have for breakfast? And the guy's like, bagel and cream cheese. You look like a bagel and cream cheese. Now he says, strawberries are packed with fiber. Well, anyway, yeah, Tom Hardy.
Fantastic.
Interesting guy. But anyway, back to us. Shop Talk Movie News on Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, hosted by Mr. Abel Pineda. This is our 66th installment of Shop Talk Movie News. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you get your stuff. We're on YouTube, and also, what is that thing called?
We're on Teams.
Teams. Yeah, we're using Teams now. We've upgraded. Check that out.
Oh, man.
Brought to you by Microsoft.
Ding, ding, ding. Cats.
Yeah, Microsoft and Pentium, hosted by Blue Man Group. Remember that?
That's correct.
Jimmy the drummer. Jimmy the drummer is going to join Blue Man Group. Yeah, no, TikTok. I was thinking TikTok. We do TikToks every now and again. What's up with this TikTok?
Dude, I don't know, man.
TikTok
TikTok is weird.
And like we just said, we saw the Furiosa trailer, but you know what else just finished filming? Like yesterday.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice just finished filming, and they said, according to Tim Burton, he had about a day and a half left to shoot before the strike ended. So they just kind of took a long vacation.
Yeah, and that's crazy. I remember, before we came back to recording this segment, I remember the news popped up that the writer's strike ended and stuff, and I'm like, oh, thank God. And then immediately they're like, oh, back to shooting Beetlejuice 2. And I'm like, wasn't that like a month or less ago? This is crazy.
Yeah, they were on and off, and there were actually a couple of false starts to the writer's strike also, because then they would look at the deal and change their mind. I don't know what the dealio was. And then I was thinking, because you remember who starred in the first Beetlejuice, and I'm talking about not Michael Keaton, not Winona Ryder, but Alec Baldwin. So I wonder, did he ever finish his murder movie?
I am looking
Look it up. Rust. Right, did they ever finish Rust? And I don't know. I almost feel like that's one that they would never try to finish, because he's not coming back, as far as I can tell. Him and Gina Davis are not going to play old ghosts for some reason. Yeah,
well, that makes sense. So I see it here. It just says it's currently in post-production.
So they finished filming.
I think it's going to stay in post-production. Honestly. Like, if this thing comes out, dude.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be... There's no reason this should be a polarizing movie. It should be all one way, like absolute not watching this.
Yeah, so I don't... as far as I can tell, Alec Baldwin's not coming back, but Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara are definitely coming back, which is the mom and Lydia, respectively. And also Jenna Ortega is going to come.
Ortega, yeah.
William Dafoe and Monica Bellucci.
When I saw that, I was like, what?
Yeah, I know, right? I like William Dafoe. He looks like a skeleton already.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I hope he's the clerk in the underworld.
They're both Spider-Man villains.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. You know, it's funny about Beetlejuice. There's a little thing that I missed growing up. It turns out that in the Beetlejuice world, that when you kill yourself in the living world, your curse forevermore is to be in administration or a civil servant. In the afterworld.
I recall that now. Oh man.
Yeah, I was, that was Otho said that and I always remember him saying that in the living world, but they never really explained who Otho was and how he knew that, because he didn't have the handbook and he wasn't able to see ghosts. Lydia was very early on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully they actually answer these questions and he doesn't go like Hawaiian.
Dude, which is the big I'm really hoping that story died the moment they decided to actually go forth with this recording.
Yeah, I know, right? But Beetlejuice, and that's it. This is the second one.
Beetlejuice.
No, I'm saying if they have a third one, that should be what it should be called. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice. Now there's no reason why there shouldn't be a third one. It should be a third one now.
Well,
and that's what they're going to call it.
That's what they said about Dumb and Dumber 2, and then Dumb and Dumber 2 again. And then, then it just sucked.
Then Dumb and Dumb.
Yeah, no good.
That was horrible. It was a joke. What do you mean? You wasted the best parts of the best years of your life.
That was such a bad movie. Dumb and Dumber 2, the Jim Carrey one was really bad, and they had a knockoff Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber.
It was Dumb and Dumber
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
And that was pretty bad too.
Can't even tell you who the heck those guys were either. I'm just like, who?
I do know in that
what
one,
now?
Louis Guzman played Lloyd, which is Jim Carrey's dad in that one.
Oh,
I remember him. He was the dad. He played
So
Gomez in Wednesday. If you remember, Louis Guzman. We have a lot of sequel news. This is all sequel news. What the hell?
Yeah, man. I mean, I got some cool news. I got some news related to a horror movie thriller that we really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So Five Nights at Freddy, right? We love that freaking movie. Great. Apparently, so does the rest of the world. I don't think Chucky Cheese liked it that much, because. So apparently, Chucky Cheese removes animatronics in all locations except the one following the release of Five Nights at Freddy's.
As scary as that is, I realized very recently is that they actually retired Ronald McDonald because of that murder clown craze that happened after it. Remember people would just show up on the freeways dressed as clowns and like chasing people and stuff. And,
right, yeah.
All kinds of like creepy.
Yeah, some people got shot doing that, man.
I just
some
remember
people just be in the middle of the highway running at cars, and I saw guys just whipping out nines. I'm like, uh-oh.
Something like that, and then they canceled Ronald McDonald because of that. So I don't know, man. This is like art destroying life because I don't know. I never really had a grudge against McDonald's and Ronald McDonald. I mean,
it's like I knew what I was getting into.
I know. And I always
McDonald's.
McDonald's needs to like kind of class up their act. Enough with the bright orange look. Let's make it look a little nicer in here. But I don't know. I kind of miss Ronald McDonald. He was kind of fun. There was a dude outside the rallies near my house when I was growing up who used to like dress like a clown and make balloon animals. And then like,
wait, are you talking about the rallies right there? The area we both grew up in?
Maybe, yeah. The rallies by on Western and Lomita. Now it's a Starbucks. Starbucks.
Yeah, now it's a freaking Starbucks, dude.
Yeah,
damn it, man.
It was like some dude dressed as a clown. I don't even think he worked with rallies, but he was there like every weekend.
I think that guy was just there. I think he was
so
one of the South Bay randos.
Oh man, when I was young.
Oh man, what a time to be alive.
Yeah, and I got a bunch of sequel news here. We'll go with the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. Five Nights at Freddy's apparently surpasses Split, the movie Split, to break the record for Blumhouse Studios.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of sad it wasn't one of the Halloween movies.
Yeah.
Word on the street is Exorcist Believer was no good, but hey, it's free to watch on Peacock now, so check out the Exorcist.
Hey, there
Believer.
you go. I have to watch it. I got some more sequel news too.
Yeah, what do you got? Because we got a sequel news.
Well, for me, cause I think that's what it is today. Like, I really, sorry, I'm looking down because my cat. I caught him at the edge of my eye, like looking like he was wiggling his body to jump into my lap.
Yeah.
No, so apparently, Tim Allen said that Disney has reached out to him and Tom Hanks already for Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
So that's happening. I was like, whoa.
I also read a report that Bob Iger, CEO of Disney, also said they're no longer going to green light sequels. So I not green light, like, I think he said either green light or like rubber stamp. So they're not just going to churn them out. They got to like write them right. So maybe he saw Inside Out 2 or something and thought, oh no. We're not trying.
Oh man.
Yeah, hopefully that's good. But it looks pretty
I hope so too, because man.
Do you have any non-sequel news?
I do. So I have one
non-sequel news.
I mean, it's like non-sequel, we'll say, runs parallel to movies, but Godzilla -1, apparently people were saying it's freaking amazing, that it's like the best of the best.
I heard about
things.
that.
The monsters are back. I've seen it pop up. I've not watched it yet. I'm just like, I want to watch it, but do I really want to dedicate my time and be disappointed?
Because Monarch, the TV show, came out on, I think it was Apple, right? Which is
Apple Plus.
Which is in the Monsterverse. But I believe Godzilla -1 is the regular Japanese Godzilla. So they're trying to bank on that. But people seem to like it. I don't know. I remember Power Rangers smashing through all those buildings and Mega Man. Remember Mega Man? Mega Man was cool, but I never knew when it was on. It was really strange back in the day when it was first on.
Yeah.
But
like I could have sworn there was. Do you remember back in the day, like there was another Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon?
Yeah.
Like he just fueled on hot dogs, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that and the
Okay,
Super
I'm
Mario
not
Brothers
crazy.
cartoon.
I thought I was living in a parallel universe. I'm like, what is happening? Nobody remembers Hot Dog Sonic?
Well, Hot Dog Sonic was in the movies too. They picked it up from that cartoon. He really liked hot dogs. So
I know. That's why when I saw the movie, I yelled out. I was like, oh, thank God they freaking, they made it the hot dog thing. It's his power. That's why I grew up loving chili dogs, because of freaking Sonic.
Yeah, I guess he runs on gas.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's how it works. Natural gas, man.
Yeah,
always available.
So I got a out of blue sequel. I didn't think I'd ever hear from now. Speaking of old people coming back, they apparently are going to start filming the sequel to This Is Spinal Tap, and everyone's looking to come back. The first one was directed by Rob
I never saw the
Reiner.
original.
The first original is the original classic. The first original.
Now that's an original classic.
Was like one of the first mockumentaries, and I would almost say it's a precursor to The Office, because it's like they were an English rock band. They were like has-beens already, right? And they were being followed by a camera crew, but like they would always get into some sort of shenanigans.
Yeah.
And one of the gags in Spinal Tap was the drummer was cursed. No matter what they did, they would hire a new drummer because their drummer was cursed and would always spontaneously combust. So like during a performance, he would just be playing and then like immediately catch fire. And then it just explode.
That is fantastic. I need to watch that. That sounds ridiculous.
Just little gags like that. And then the episode, the movie was about their comeback after being like big in the 60s, and this was the 80s, right?
Yeah.
And then they kept on asking the drummer, like, hey, aren't you afraid of the curse? He's like, I don't know. I've been drumming for like, them for 3 years now, and nothing bad has happened. Yeah. And then like at the end of the movie, sure enough, the guy just blows up out of nowhere. Then you see another drummer playing at the very end. So I'll be looking forward to that. Hopefully it's good. They're all old. Like I said, one of the guys, the voice of Principal Skinner in The Simpsons, and the other guy played.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, if you listen to
his voice, that's pretty cool.
He's got the every voice. You've seen all these guys and heard all their voices in the past. Yeah, they've been around.
I'm sure.
And I got another piece of news. It seems like it's kind of like, oh no, we have to wait again. Avatar 4. No. James Cameron himself is saying we're into a very hectic 2 years of post-production right now. So it'll be Christmas of 2025.
Wait, I thought it was that for Avatar 3 or 4?
Avatar 4. I don't even Avatar 4. He's talking about Avatar 4. So I guess Avatar 3 has to come out this Christmas then, right? I was thinking.
Yeah, does that mean that? Well, not this Christmas. I'm assuming
next Christmas.
Wait a minute, next Christmas.
Yeah.
Holy cow! That means they already. I mean, I knew they had 3 pretty much in the can, but jeez, man.
Wow, I was thinking
because they filmed them back to back.
Yeah, he's
3 and 4 were filmed concurrently.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, I am. I love me some Avatar, but I mean, I got some because of Christmas. Mm-hmm. It's Christmas, and one of my favorite movies is Home Alone.
Ooh.
We finally have Macaulay Culkin getting a Hollywood star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and he came out apparently with his 2 sons, which I guess he's never done. I had no idea the dude even had kids. This is crazy.
I think their names were Kevin and Buzz.
Kevin and Buzz. Come on, man.
That was the wrong one. I mean, it's okay. Okay. Kevin and Buzz. I get it. That
was funny.
What else? I texted you this one because I thought this was funny. A new Karate Kid movie is in the works. It's going to be starring Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. So they're going to bring back the Karate Kid verse.
Dude, wax on, wax off. What's going to happen, man?
Yeah, hopefully we don't see. It was a little Bow Wow. Was that Little Bow Wow or Jaden Smith? No, Jaden Smith. It was Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. Wait, where did Little Bow Wow come out? He was in a movie, right? He was, right? We're not losing our minds. He was. I
don't know, because now that I think about it, Little Bow Wow was Little Bow Wow when I was in high school, and that was 20 years ago. So he's got to be like a dude
shut
now.
Up. High school was already that long ago?
Dude, my 20th anniversary, my 20th reunion. I didn't go, and I took myself off all the Facebook stuff. And then my friend was like, oh my God, like the 10-year anniversary or 20th anniversary happened. I'm like, it did? And he's like, why did I do the page? I'm like, no, I don't want to know. I don't want to meet all the peaked in high schools, give them a chance to try to relive the old glory days, No, we're doing well. We're doing well without you. We don't need you, high school people, anymore.
Oh, hey, totally random now that we're just building to go on a tangent here of talking about things that have gotten old. So apparently Bow Wow, I just saw. So to answer the question, no, he was not in the Karate Kid movie. It was Jaden Smith, but apparently, I don't know how long ago this was, but just like Bow Wow or retired Little Bow Wow, apparently he had graduated from Little Bow Wow to Bow Wow. I had no idea that happened.
I think that happened
apparently,
like 20, 15 years ago.
Probably, or something like that. I don't know. But apparently Bow Wow is now also retired, and now he just plainly goes by a name simply as, I think it's Shad Moss. It's S-H-A-D, Shad. Yeah. Shad. I'm assuming that's his real name. So he goes by what everybody goes by. Their name.
I think I also heard, speaking of Bow Wows, I think Snoop Dogg is also called off weed. I don't think he's going to do weed anymore. I think that was another story that came up. But I got to fact check that one. But if you see the
might die.
Yeah, man, he's been around. Snoop Dogg's been around my whole life. Remember when he was Snoop Lion for a week?
Dude, that was weird.
And he's like, lions, cats are cool. So we're bringing that back or something like that. So he was that. Okay. So we, for some reason, I went to the movies and they weren't showing the Marvels, even though it was opening day for the Marvels. So I didn't get to see it.
Oh, no. They just knew, they're like, I don't want to put this on order.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk. Maybe when it comes out. But it looked really bad. So I'm sorry, Marvels. You looked really bad. I don't know how.
Yeah, I'll wait for the Disney Plus release and maybe consider it.
Yeah, more like the Disney discount. Yeah. So, but the big twist in that movie was, do you know the big twist in the movie?
I could care less, but hey, break it to me, man.
The post-credit sequence in it, because apparently one of the main characters got stuck in another universe. That character, one of the Marvels, ended up in the X-Men world, like the actual legit, like X-Men world.
Oh!
And was greeted by another character who we haven't met yet, maybe another variant of themselves, and Kelsey Grammer's Beast, who has been in the past X-Men movies. So,
thank goodness.
So Kelsey Grammer, who plays Beast, it's my hope that you will see him again. I can say with a certain amount of certainty and confidence that you will. I would love to. So it looks like, and he's CG now. So he's an old dude, so he doesn't have to put on any makeup anymore. So, but it will be, like, to me, the voice of even the face. There's such a miscast opportunity to have him, not be younger. It was Nicholas Holt for a while, which is a young one. But it looks like Kelsey Grammer will be the MCU Beast, and he is now. So
wow, dude, that's actually good. That right there just redeemed the movie.
That's what everybody's saying. And
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna go pay money to watch this thing. But hey, that right there, I'd skip to the end credits for that.
It's probably on YouTube. And speaking of Nicholas Holt, did you hear what his next movie's gonna be?
No.
It might blow your mind. I'll have my Inception button ready. He's going to be Lex Luther.
What?
Nicholas Holt is scheduled to be Lex Luther. I was thinking like
that's all, folks.
The new guy playing Superman. His name was David Cornsweet, but I thought it said Cornsweet. I don't know how to say his name. And Rachel Bronsonhan. I don't know who these new people are, but man, they're gonna be like new. But Nathan Fillion is gonna be Guy Gardner, aka the Green Lantern. In that,
what?
He's on the list.
Dude,
Isabella Merced.
I'm glad Nathan Fillion is getting some love for this stuff, man.
He's buddies with Peter Gunn, Chris Gunn, James Gunn,
whatever this Gunn. So James Gunn. Well,
I'm dying. James Gunn. He's friends with James Gunn.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. What I'm saying is I'm glad Fillion is getting his comeuppance right here, because I feel like he was snubbed when it came to, casting for Uncharted. Like, he even put out a fan film.
Yeah, that was.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think we reported it when it came out.
Yeah, dude. Oh, would have been so good.
Yeah, also starring the guy who played Quadrich in Avatar was Sully.
Ooh.
Instead, we got Wahlburgers playing Sully.
Yeah.
But also, who else was on this list? Anyone else interesting? No, not really. But it looks fun. Nicholas Holt, I can see him of them trying to undo Jesse Eisenberg, because to me, when they cast Jesse Eisenberg, I thought, oh, good. out of the box, like young, eccentric Lex Luthor, but they screwed it up.
They did, as they would.
Yeah.
As they would.
So maybe they're trying to undo that, but they did like the casting. Oh, okay. I got one more bit of sequel news. I got a lot more sequel news. If you remember Creed 3, it was directed by Michael B. Jordan, who played Creed. Creed 4 will now also be directed by Michael B. Jordan. So he's officially making Rocky movies, apparently. He's the new Sylvester Stallone. I know you didn't.
So random. I haven't even seen one, dude. Not at all.
It was good. I don't actually say the Creed movies are good, but they do follow the Rocky formula, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's it's a new generation. People are eating it up, so apparently, it works.
Creed, the last one, Creed 3, the bad guy was Jonathan Majors. And now that I think I saw it, like after all this stuff with Jonathan Majors came out, it kind of puts the whole movie into a whole new light now, because he played a former friend of Creed who came out of jail only to get himself into more trouble with Creed. But I'm looking forward to it. I catch all the Rocky movies and they come out just because they follow the same formula. And somehow they always have to solve the problems in the boxing ring. Otherwise, nothing else happens. Because nothing else matters.
Of boxing and fighting things. Did you hear? Just going back to the Marvels here, just because it popped up and just reminded me. Did you hear that? Amid all the flops that Disney's been producing with their Marvel line, that Bob Iger says that now he believes that they should have executive supervision,
more oversight,
on sets, more oversight. I'm like, oh man. I was like, this is just going to go from bad to worse.
I think that there is some truth to that. But
there at the same, we had that thing. Where's the guy with the clipboard?
Where's the guy with the clipboard? Because I'm pretty sure all these Netflix movies, like the Red Notice and all these like lousy things they've been putting out, all those time traveling movies on the Amazon movies. I think if they just let these people go unbridled, like mad with power and art, I don't think it'll be as good as it can be. And and remember when DVDs were a thing in the DVD commentaries? Like a lot of these people used to say like, when I wrote it, they originally budgeted to be $200 million. They gave us like $20 million, and it ended up becoming a better movie for it because we actually had to think and strategize. And
not just that. I think what they were trying to, and this is to Netflix's credit, and probably like these studios and stuff, they're trying to create like the club that was back in the day, like Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola. You had Spielberg. You had this like tight-knit group of young directors, that just got to do what they were doing with not as much oversight. We got awesome movies, and maybe this is me giving like way too much credit to the studios, but maybe they were trying to, create this atmosphere where you get these young, talented producers or directors rather that are just really trying to shake and bake in this flooded freaking media and or medium rather, and nothing happened. Well, we got a lot of things that went straight up and just hit a wall and went straight down.
And I feel like a lot of those old movies like Jaws, and they were cheap. They were made very cheaply. And from what I remember,
Jaws went over budget way.
Did it?
It went over budget by a lot.
No, because I know,
not only
that,
but it went over. Well, the shark. So they needed two sharks. I'm obsessed with Jaws. That thing. I think they used two sharks. One sank. They sank one of the boats on accident. They freaking took almost. I think it took like a year to film when it was supposed to be just a few months.
Yeah.
So it was like nobody was having a good time. But hey, look what happened. We get this freaking awesome movie with one of the most notorious soundtracks in the world.
Mm-hmm,
you can hear that thing everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And some of the world's worst sequels.
Yeah. God.
Oh, I forgot to mention last time or one of these recently, Michael Caine retired. He's not going to be in the movie. Because I remember he was in Jaws: The Revenge, and he apparently never saw it.
Right.
So he's not going to be in any more movies. So
yeah, I think he mentioned something about, and this is just me remembering off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
A couple of weeks.
He was talking about, what did he say? He said he doesn't want to be on set with a cane.
Michael Caine with
something
his
like
cane.
that.
Well,
I'm like, you're Michael Caine.
I think he said,
come on.
Now the only roles he gets are old dudes. So it's kind of made him sad. So he doesn't want to play.
You're an old dude, man. I mean, CGI, become CGI. There you go.
Yeah, that's true. It worked for Harrison Ford for some reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That was my proof case right there.
Speaking
of Harrison Ford, it's now on Disney Plus, by the way.
What's he doing on Disney Plus? I know he's also going to be in the Marvel movies taking over.
The Dial of Destiny is now available on Disney Plus to stream at your leisure.
Hey, check it out. We liked it.
Yeah, it's on there. The reviews out there, enjoy it.
I got a bit of news and a quick review. I know we were been busy over Thanksgiving weekend, but I liked Thanksgiving, the movie, the slasher. It was actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. So I'm actually going to give it a B+. That's
an endorsement, man.
Yeah, because it was actually fun. It was actually like a real throwback to 80s slashers. And if you saw the Grindhouse trailer, it was really raunchy. But this one was actually kind of it was gory, but it wasn't raunchy. And to me, like when movies get raunchy, I kind of like like it takes me out of it.
It's like you want a slasher. That's the last thing, dude. It's just stick to the classic script.
It was actually really good and it had some really good moments. And I'll tell you what, though, because I don't want to spoil it, but like there was a scene where actually there was a lot. I think I want to review this for next Thanksgiving, like do a real deep dive. But remember we saw Black Friday?
Yeah.
This movie was Black Friday done right. Like I kind of like Black Friday because you worked in retail and Black Friday and like what Thanksgiving did to society. This movie
what Thanksgiving did to us.
Yeah, this movie fixes that, and I actually felt more for the killer in this one than I felt for any of the victims. For that reason. So, like I said, I gave it a B+. But going back to that, and I guess someone else liked it because they've officially greenlit Thanksgiving 2 coming out in 2025. Apparently with Avatar 4 or whatever it was. 2025 movies are coming back.
Dude, I cannot wait. I'm stoked for movies to make a comeback. Like I want to go to the movies. Like I will say this: Avatar 2: The Way of Water. That was an experience. When I went to see it in theaters, man, just like people say 3D is done. Yeah, at home it's done. But if you do it right, like Cameron does everything right, because he raises the bar. Yeah. Dude, it was an experience. It was fantastic. I sat the entire time. And I drank a Mountain Dew the entire time I was there. Not once did I even think of going to use the restroom.
Well, James Cameron makes movies for the art of it. Other people, like when they make the other 3D movies, they just did it for the
cash grab.
The cash grab. And to me, there was, especially when they converted movies to 3D, they always looked like ass.
Oh, that was terrible. That's how Disney. You want to know Disney's first 3D movie? Up.
Oh wow!
So random. Yeah, they did it when they were battling DreamWorks. When DreamWorks was releasing Monsters or Monsters 3D, whatever the hell that movie was.
Monsters.
Disney was like, all right.
Was it Monsters Disney? It was Monsters.
No,
Inc.
Monsters was a DreamWorks movie. Before their Illumination, I think merger. I'm thinking they merged with Illumination or something like that. But yeah, so it was Monsters, and I saw that one in theaters. So there you go, random fact.
Yeah. So James Cameron coming back. I don't know.
Yeah, raising the bar.
Raising the bar. And
he's the only guy that can raise the bar by going deeper.
That's true. I just remember the explosion from the Titanic thing, and he was so sad that they lost a Titanic explorer, a fellow deep sea diver. But from what I heard, that guy had that thing together as a real shoestring project. It reminded me of that time that Tyrese and Ludacris went into space to drive into a satellite.
Oh, and a Fiero? That was pretty crazy, man. Talk about shoestring.
Yeah, that seemed like the way that submarine was built. Just held together with duct tape and a video game controller.
Hopes and dreams.
Hopes, dreams, and one big boom.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So I got Scream 7 news is that it looks like they're looking to bring Neve Cambell back after they've had to do a recast for various reasons from the current generation of Scream movies. So it looks like the core 4 is just Neve Cambell now.
I this is going to sound crazy, and please correct me or just stop me, but I think they need to scrub these and just bring back the core. Like if they can get them all, bring them back.
Well, Dewey's dead.
And just Dewey's dead in this verse. Yes, I mean, but I'm saying scrub it. Just erase and go back and start right there where now they're older.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we should do. Just
do an actual requel.
an actual requel.
Like they do with the Halloween
actual
movies,
people.
where H2O
Exactly.
and
Where they were-
H4O or two different things. Yeah.
And tie them in. I mean, look, if you guys all want to hear about Marcus going over that, definitely listen to our podcast or watch it. We went over all the
actually
Halloween
not
movies.
the worst idea I heard. Blumhouse. Check it out.
Blumhouse, pick it up. We got things to say.
Requel.
You know, that sound that it's just making a quick requel. See?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Requel. I was like, don't I have that button?
Dun, 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 dun. We have the horn.
Yeah.
Oh no! Get the turkey.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in here.
And then I got one last piece of news, as far as I can tell.
Hit me.
Oh, there it is. Did you know that there's a new Alien movie coming out this year? Directed by Fede Alvarez, who directed the Evil Dead remake in 2013. It's called Alien Romulus. He also directed
Romulus?
Yeah, Alien Romulus. And he also directed...
Tell me it didn't happen. I saw it happen.
Yeah. Hey.
Damn these Romulans.
Good one. He also directed Get Out, the first one. Like he wrote and directed the first Get Out.
Oh.
So he's legit. So I'm actually very excited for this. But
that is exciting news.
They've confirmed that the timeline is not a sequel. It takes place between the first Alien and Aliens. James Cameron's Aliens. So Ridley Scott's Alien and James Cameron's Aliens. Which is kind of weird to me. Just because that was the video game. There's a video game called Alien Isolation, where you play as Ripley's daughter who's going into deep space looking for her. And
I need to rewatch these Alien movies. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah, but Alien Romulus should be good because I like who's made it, and hopefully you actually see new aliens for once. But I am looking forward to that. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you want to see one more trailer, but did you see the Ghostbusters trailer?
I have not actually.
Let's end with that. You want to see that really fast?
Let's do it, man.
All right, let's do it. Here's the Ghostbusters trailer.
Come on. I'm telling you, it's going to be another hot one out there. In fact, there are heat alerts in effect for New Jersey, feeling like 100 degrees.
First time in New York history, people froze to death in the middle of July.
What is it?
The death chill. The power to kill by fear itself. Your veins turn to rivers of ice. Your bones crack. And the last thing you see is your own tear ducts freezing up.
Like, literally scared to death? So cool.
I like it. I like the direction they're going in.
Yeah,
I like the stakes. I like the fact that we know that New York is completely in peril. Hopefully, from the very beginning, that the whole thing takes place in a frozen
it feels
New York.
just like Ghostbusters, where the whole street cracks out and people got to go down.
Yeah.
There's real things happening.
But I think one of my criticisms was about Ghostbusters Afterlife, maybe that I didn't see here. Where are the ghosts at? I want to see ghosts. I mean,
I'm really hoping this is just like a bait. They're like, hey, we have enough funds for the trailer. Let's save the CGI for later.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping for.
I want to see in the snow ghosts. I want to see scary apparitions.
Because I
that are trying to break through.
I feel like they ran a budget when they were doing Egon's ghost.
Yeah.
That ghost
He was the only ghost.
Fantastic. He was the best ghost.
Yeah. So I'm optimistic. I like this new direction. The Ghostbusters went in. I like, even though he played a Ghostbuster in Stranger Things, but Finn Wolfhard, he kind of fits in this world.
He does, man.
The two daughters of Egon. I guess Paul Rudd just the two daughters and sons of Egon. Yeah. Now the Ghostbusters and their friends. They brought their friends along somehow, and then that podcast kid who never had any parents at all just moved in with them, even though they just met in elementary school.
I want to watch it again. I think I'm gonna go and watch it again. It just sounds like fun. It's a good thing to watch. get me in the mood for Krampus because Christmas is coming up. So, you know, gotta keep the cheer and the spook right in the same thing.
Yeah, I gotta get these spookies out going. Oh man, I can't remember. It's December already. What the hell happened to my life?
Yeah, December today. Crazy.
I know. Well, anyway, remember to like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikToks, wherever you get your stuffs. We are still there. We are still out. We are still about. And we're not quitting. We're not quitting.
No.
Until the world is saved by Russian or Swedish people on ice skates.
Slang is called Black Crab.
I thought you were going to say Black Christmas. I totally forgot the name of that movie.
Yeah, not Black Crabs, because man, that would be just terrible.
Yeah, Black Crabs.
This isn't far off.
Yeah. So yeah, check us out: Twitter, Facebook, everything I said, everywhere we are. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda on Shop Talk Movie News on Clubhouse Movies Podcast. We will catch you next time.
Don't tell me it didn't happen. I saw it happen.